Thank you. So we just wanted to introduce you to the sort of basic group guidelines that we found worked quite well when the three of us have been working together. And they're guidelines that we use every single time we meet with a group. So even if we're meeting with a group 10 times, we go through the guidelines and check, are they still working for people or not? And the wonderful ethics team here at Fraser Health has put these in your folder. They've made a little laminated card so that if you wanted to consider using these in groups you work with or in patient and family meetings, you can see how well they fit for you and if you want to adapt them. So first one is confidentiality. I think you all know that as professionals. So I can go out of here and say anything I want about my experience while being very careful about the privacy of others that I might have been working with or sharing with today. Equal airtime. Most of your tables will have table hosts who will help with this. And of course, Catherine has promised to keep us on track as well, which is wonderful. It doesn't mean we're all going to speak exactly the same amount, but it means that if I am the group facilitator, I'm going to try and ensure that everybody has an equal opportunity to speak. So that if someone is like myself, a bit more chatty, I might have to say, oh, Hilary, could you hold that for a minute? Because I haven't heard from Anne yet. So let's just make sure, and you can help monitor that as group members as well, to make sure each of you has an opportunity to speak. Non-judgmental, of course, goes with all those basics of empathic engagement and respect. So we respect what is true for each person as their reality, as their idea, and we're open to dialogue and hearing differences. Timeliness, it's going to be a speedy morning this morning because we want to give you a taste, as David said, of what may be a much more in-depth, longer process that we would usually use in working with team building. Right to pass goes along with equal airtime. It means that if you don't feel you have something to add, you don't want to speak at that time, you need a little longer to process your thoughts, you can just say pass or have nothing to add now. And then as facilitators, we would come back a second time after others have spoken, just to ensure that perhaps, hearing other people, you might now have something you wanted to say. Never, ever a third time. Nobody's hot-seated. Nobody is forced to share more than what they're comfortable sharing. And the engage simply says that I can feel the buzz in the room this morning, so I know you all are here wanting to be engaged, but we never know in a group what's happening in each other's personal or professional lives outside of that meeting. So just being as present as we possibly can be together.